Hey girls, what's up? It's your girl Tiarra Poole. And I know it's been a long time since I've done a video like this, but I'm super hyped because this is going to be me attempting, heavy on the attempting, to recreate my wedding makeup. And if you guys don't know or haven't seen it, okay, it was a vibe. It was a vibe, and one of my good friends, MUA Ronnie, did my makeup. I am not him, and he's really good. And you guys know I struggle with eyeshadow. I'm a skin girl. Now I can blend the heck out of some skin, okay? But eyeshadow is just, you know, I got a little bit of a hood fatty lid going on, so it's tough. So we're gonna try to get into this. I'm not gonna talk your head off, so let's get going. So I usually start with my eyeshadow first, but I also prep my skin first. I really like for my primer to sink in and do its thing. So I'm going to use the Brighten and Blur primer from the Becca Skin Love line. And I love this because it's infused with glow nectar. It brightens and it has that hydra complex, so you feel really, really moisturized. And I really like to focus this product like under the eye and in my T-zone, because that's really where you want the pores to be as flawless as possible. And I find that this really gets into the pores and will give you that photo finish, you know what I'm saying? And then I just can't do without this product no matter how much I try. It's almost like a holy grail for me. And this is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. This literally just brightens up your complexion on contact. So I put this everywhere that I don't put my Becca Skin Love, and that's pretty much outside of the T-zone. So yeah, I just work that in and I let it kind of sit and do its thing when I do my eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using my OneSize palette by Patrick Starr, who is a good friend of mine. I'm so proud of him. I remember talking about this when we were filming Face Forward, and to see it come to fruition is just amazing. I am really big on entrepreneurship, and for him to not only name this palette the Visionary Palette, for the vision to come to life and for me to see it, for me to touch it, is just like, I try not to get emotional, but it's just amazing to see like how YouTube has really transformed a lot of our lives. And you know, if this doesn't inspire you to start a YouTube channel, honey, I don't know what will. All right, so lid prep. For me, I just use a simple concealer. I don't know, I'm a simple girl, guys. I'll start with my Becca Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer, and I love this concealer because it's sticky, so I feel like my shadow really sticks to it. I'm just gonna pat that on the eye and blend it down. I'm not gonna use too much, because I find that like with black pigment, I really don't need too much. All right guys, so we're gonna go into this beautiful palette right here, and I'm gonna take the shade Booked, and I'm using this ColourPop E2 brush, and I'm just gonna work this all up and through this lid. And you wanna get as close to the brow bone as possible, and I'm just going in little circular motions, and I'm just kind of flicking it outwards. Then I'm gonna go into the shade Brownie right here, and I'm almost gonna do the same thing I would do with the Halo Eye. Press, 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 press. Then I'm gonna press it in here too, and then we're just gonna work that into the crease area. It is so hard doing eyeshadow with these lashes, but it's so worth it. When I'm like not doing makeup, these lashes come in handy. So now I'm gonna go back into Booked, and I'm gonna just blend that line a little bit. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna go into a cream gel, and this is from ColourPop. It is the shade Swirl. Apply that right to my mobile lid. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Turban Legend, and I'm gonna use a dense brush from the Crayon case, and I'm gonna pack that on top of the gel, and this is gonna give you the ultimate color payoff and staying power. I don't know, it's something about a smoky eye. It just makes you feel sexy. I'm gonna use the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush, and I'm gonna go in with nothing on the tip of the brush and just lightly buff that line out. In circular motion. And I find that buffing out the black with a small brush keeps you from going too high. I'm gonna go back into Brownie, and I'm just gonna lightly buff those edges out. So I'm gonna finish the other eye, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna get into the skincare. I'm gonna go into my Becca concealer in the shade Cinnamon, and I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation like around my mouth. I'm just gonna blend those edges out All right, so I'm gonna let that do its thing. All right, do your thug thizzle, do your thug thizzle concealer. So the Ultimate Coverage foundation is something I use all the time. You guys are already used to seeing and hearing this from me. I usually use Truffle, but I just got back from vacation not too long ago, so I'm gonna be using the shade Espresso. And I'm telling you, a little of this stuff goes a long way, so you don't have to pack this on. And I like to really work my foundation from the middle of my face outwards. So I'm gonna go in with a really nice kabuki brush and just stipple that into the skin. Then when I get to the edge of my face, I just go in a circular motion, and that's gonna help blend. I mean, say less, Becca. Because we've kind of made the face like just one color, I gotta go back and add the dimension that you just saw. I know, a lot, but it makes such a difference, especially for your wedding day, because I want it to look good at every angle. I literally told Ronnie, I was like, look, I want to make sure that on all my tag pictures, I look popping. And don't fake like y'all don't be untagging yourself from tag pictures, because it's usually not the most flattering pictures. Like, you know your angles, you know your lighting, but other people will catch you looking low. Hello? Other people will catch you looking a little crazy. So I like to use different shades of concealer to get the highlight that I want. And I'm gonna use the shade Honey and Cinnamon. I know, it sounds like I'm baking. It makes me happy, okay? Especially because I'm not having sugar right now. But yeah, I'm gonna use Cinnamon and Honey. I like to take that honey color and pop that right in the center of my face. And you do not have to dip back into this. A little goes a long way. This stuff is so pigmented, I kid you not. And then going in with Cinnamon, I'm gonna pop that right underneath. And I just feel like this gives you a really natural highlight, because you really don't want this color to be right here. Like, it's just not realistic, it's not believable. So I like to take one brush and blend out that honey color. And I'm just stippling that because I really want to keep it in place. And this is kind of how you clean up that eyeshadow too. Since I moved to Atlanta, I just feel like I have so much more time on my hands. It's been amazing. I've been working so hard on just like getting my life together. 2019 was literally the get your life year. And I'll do an update as well. I'm going in with another brush now, and I'm blending that darker color. Yeah, so I feel like so much of the weight of the work that I had to do in my life has been lifted, so I feel creative again. I don't know about you guys, but as a Sag, like, if I'm overwhelmed, it's really hard for me to be creative. It was really a lot, and I had to pray and just recenter myself, because, like, you know, like, if I didn't believe in God, I literally would think it was a sign. Like, maybe this is not the right thing for me to be doing. But I knew Tim was the man that, like, God literally created for me. And I trust him. And I just had to literally continue to lean and trust on God, because all of the things that were happening around this wedding, like, it was nothing but the devil. And the devil loves to attack what God created, and that is just the sanctity of marriage. And you know, so on top of the life stuff, wedding stuff, I was out of it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like, I felt like my eyes they were just dead, okay? Like, I was just like holding on. I was trying my hardest. But I feel back. I feel secure. I feel amazing. I mean, COVID kind of shook me, okay? COVID had me a little shook. We got off the plane from the honeymoon, and it was like quarantine, quarantine, quarantine. It was real. But yeah, I'm gonna tell that story. I'm in a good mood, so I don't even want to get there. We're talking about the highlights of the wedding in this video, okay? But yeah, I feel good, and I hope you guys can see that. I'm really happy to be back on YouTube. This has been an outlet for me since I was 17 years old. Like, some of y'all have really been rocking with me since I was a child. So YouTube for me is a creative outlet, and just being here and talking and connecting with y'all sometimes is the highlight of my day. So missing out on YouTube for years, it's been real. And Instagram kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm back, okay? And I appreciate you guys for waiting for me. So now I'm gonna contour. I don't have the sticker on this one, but I'll list it below. And I'm not even gonna use a lot of this. I'm just going to cut. As you guys can see, I'm literally using just a line. And I'm going higher than usual because for my look, I really wanted a lifted look. Also, I forgot my nose. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that. I'm gonna just kind of like work that into the highlight. And I'll show you guys how I blend those two together. And I like to kind of bring my contour up into my eyebrows. I just feel like it makes it look so much more natural. So remember when I told you guys I was gonna show you how I blend those two colors? I'm gonna go in with the same brush that I used for my, you see what I'm doing? So I'm not applying any extra color, but the leftover foundation is going to be the middle color. It's gonna blend. See that? So now we're about to set it. We're about to set it because setting your face is important on your big day. Guys, when I tell you I cried, I snotted, I walked down the aisle in tears. Okay? And when I tell y'all my makeup, honey, my makeup stayed on until like midnight. I'm gonna use the Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder and I'm gonna press under the eye. Very little product, you just wanna press. So I'm gonna set that into all the areas that I highlighted. And next I'm gonna go into my Becca Hydramist setting powder. Now this is my favorite. As soon as you apply this to your face, it literally feels like a bunch of like cool like little crystals are bursting on your face. It's insane. Again, technology, that's Becca. This is in the shade Golden Bronze. So I'm just gonna tap my brush into that as well. And I mainly put that right under my cheek area. I wish you guys could feel this through the camera. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. Like when I first got my hands on this product, I was just shocked, okay? So we're gonna let that sit. I'm gonna go into my OneSize Point Made liner. And I'm just gonna apply this to my lower lash line. Why do we always make this face when we're doing our lower lash line? Then I'm gonna go back into that ColourPop gel liner and pop that under. This camera of mine overheated, so I just went on and packed a little bit more of the brightening powder just because I tend to like crease and get the black shadow like all under my eye. I'm gonna go into Brownie and Booked again, and I'm popping that color right underneath and connecting it to the top. So my eyes are pretty much done. I'm gonna go in with my Hoola Toasted Bronzer. And this is what I'm gonna use to set my contour. And I don't know, I just feel like circular motions just keeps everything copacetic. So wherever you put any liquid or cream, it needs to be set with powder, okay guys? I'm gonna use my MAC Mineralizing Skin Finish, and I use this powder to blend the line in between my bronzer and highlight. And then I don't add anything else with the brush, and I just kind of like flick off all that excess powder. All right, we looking blended. I'm gonna be using the Becca Luminous blush in the shade Blush Copper. So it's a really subtle blush, but it really lifts those cheekbones and gives you that luminous look. And then for the highlight, I'm gonna go into my favorite, which is Chocolate Geode. Okay, this color is so perfect for chocolate skin. But anyway, I'm gonna take Chocolate Geode and I'm gonna apply that to all of my highlighted areas because I really wanted to pop at every angle like I told you. I also like to hit the top of that brow bone. Oh my God, I forgot to do, why you ain't tell me I forgot to do my brows? I'm so into this. I'm wondering why I'm looking like a panda. It's because I haven't balanced out the look with brows. Come on guys, I gotta help us out. I'm over here pulling up to the seam with my brows missing. All right, so we're looking more balanced now, right? Okay. So now it's time for the lips, and I did wear a liquid lipstick on my wedding day just because Tim is, you know, my makeup transfers. I'm gonna show you guys a similar lip. I don't even know what color we use. I'm gonna start with the Holy Grail Chestnut liner and just line my lips. So I'm gonna be using the Ultimate Lipstick Love lipsticks. These are lipsticks I use all the time, but I'm gonna be blending Sugar and Sundae. I'm gonna add a little bit more sugar because I feel like it was a little lighter. But that's why I love these, because you can just blend them until you get it right. I also use my Becca Ignite all over my body. Guys, I was the glow girl, okay? I was the glow girl the wedding day. I did use Ignite, the shade Ignite, and this is what we're looking like. And I'm not gonna apply too much because I'm going right downstairs to my living room. I applied this all over. My bridesmaids were bathed in it, and it smells so good. So it's like a nice layered scent for you. Then I'm gonna set this with my Becca Skin Love. All right, and this is the finished look. I feel glowy and dewy. It's very close. I'm gonna see what Ronnie thinks about this. He's probably gonna see this and be like, it was cute, it was close. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you, and I'll see you again in my next one. Be sure to subscribe, of course, you already know, and turn on your notification bell because YouTube be playing sometimes, okay? I love you, thank you so much for chatting with me, and I'll see you again.
You see right to the core of me, every freckle and flaw of me. You took into consideration, and still you love all the raw in me. Boy, when my mascara's running down my cheeks, when I tear you coming right to my rescue. With you I don't know no fear at all, and I don't need no cover up.